Welcome back to the Headline Roast, where today's news hits harder than a 100% tariff on common sense. We roast the headlines so you don't have to read 6 apps or doom scroll your brain into burnout. Subscribe now. We drop new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekend so you can sound smart, snarky, or just semi-informed. It's Monday, May 5th, 2025. And today we've got Warren Buffett checking out, wildfires in the UK, and Lady Gaga almost getting bombed. Let's dive into the madness. Story 1. Warren Buffett announces retirement from Berkshire Hathaway. The Oracle of Omaha is finally logging off. Warren Buffett, age 94, and still more lucid than half of Wall Street, just announced his retirement from Berkshire Hathaway. He'll step down by year's end, officially making 2025 the year capitalism lost its chill. Berkshire's stock dropped 5% on the news, because apparently markets weren't ready for a world without Warren. Succession plans are in place, but investors are still panic refreshing Yahoo Finance. Buffett says he wants to spend more time with family and less time pretending interest rates make sense. His farewell letter simply read, "Don't bet against America. Unless you're buying crypto. Farewell, legend. May your golden years be filled with Coca-Cola, Dairy Queen, and people who still use paper money." Story 2. Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial begins. Once a music mogul, now a courtroom regular. Diddy Combs is facing trial for sex trafficking charges. The courtroom is packed, the paparazzi are sweating, and Twitter is already divided into stan accounts and subpoena memes. Prosecutors are going Elon, while Diddy's team insists. This is a media witch hunt. Some fans are shocked. Others say, honestly, we've seen worse. The case marks another chapter in Hollywood's endless saga of fame, fortune, and felony. And somewhere, someone is pitching the documentary rights. Story 3. Wall Street drops after 9-day rally amid tariff turmoil. Wall Street just hit the brakes after a 9-day sprint. The S&P 500 fell 0.6%. The Nasdaq dropped 0.7%. And your retirement plan quietly wept. Why? Because President Trump announced new tariffs, including a 100% import tax on foreign-made movies. Hollywood executives screamed. Netflix barely flinched. Investors, meanwhile, are buying stress balls and Googling recession-proof snacks. Markets love drama, but not this kind, especially not with popcorn that now costs $23. Story 4. UK hit by record-breaking wildfires amid heatwave. London just hit 29 degrees Celsius, and Britain is officially sweating more than during a royal family scandal. Wildfires are breaking out across the UK, a country that historically panics over mild warmth. Firefighters are stretched thin, gardens are combusting, and the BBC has upgraded the national forecast to crispy. Climate scientists are calling it a wake-up call. Meanwhile, Brits are still trying to barbecue through the apocalypse. Don't forget the sunscreen or the insurance. Story 5. Lady Gaga concert bomb plot foiled in Rio. A bomb plot targeting a Lady Gaga concert in Rio was stopped just in time. Authorities say the suspect had a detailed plan, but was arrested before making it to the venue. Fans breathed a sigh of relief, then immediately launched hashtag Thank You Rio Police. Lady Gaga hasn't commented, but she's got a new anthem ready. Just dance. And run. Reminder, fame monsters are fine. Real ones, not so much. Story 6. May Day protests erupt worldwide. May Day just became Mayhem Day. Protests broke out globally, from France to Japan to downtown LA, as workers rallied for rights, fair pay, and less billionaire cosplay. In the US, crowds targeted Trump-era labor policies and shouted down anti-immigrant proposals. Most marches were peaceful. Some were spicy. And one protester reportedly threw a latte at a tech CEO's Tesla. That's one way to unionize. Story 7. Trump budget proposal sparks California. Housing alarm. President Trump's new budget is causing California to hype. Proposed cuts could gut housing assistance and homelessness programs across the state. Critics warned the plan would push thousands more into the streets. Supporters say it's about fiscal discipline, which is rich coming from a guy who once built taxpayers for golf carts. California officials are already prepping lawsuits, op-eds, and extremely aggressive Instagram stories. In short, the housing crisis just got hotter, and not in a Zillow way. Story 8 Pulitzer Prizes. Go to NYT, New Yorker, and WAPO. It's journalism's Super Bowl. The Pulitzer Prizes just dropped. The New York Times, the New Yorker, and the Washington Post all took home trophies. Winners covered everything from global wars to local corruption. AKA Pulitzer Bingo, one editor cried, another popped champagne. And every other newsroom quietly whispered, next year, it's ours. Congratulations to the last few humans still fact-checking things. Story 9. Israel approves full occupation of Gaza. In one of the day's most controversial moves, Israel's cabinet voted to fully occupy Gaza indefinitely. The plan involves relocating over 2 million civilians and using private firms for aid. Critics call it a humanitarian disaster. Supporters say it's necessary security. The global response? Diplomatic whiplash and emergency UN side-eyes. Tensions in the region just went from simmer to full boil. Story 10. Mass shooting at Florida State University. Tragedy struck at FSU as a mass shooting left 2 dead and multiple injured. Details are still emerging, but officials have confirmed the shooter was taken into custody. Students are rattled, parents are furious, and the national gun debate reignites. Again, no punchlines here. Just heartbreak and a call for something better. Brainteaser around last episode's question. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? Answer a candle. Glows bright, burns out fast. Basically, it's the emotional arc of anyone reading the news in 2025. Today's brain teaser. What has one eye but can't see? Hint, it turns during storms, but never blinks. Answer revealed next episode. And that's your Monday roast. Buffett's out, Gaga's safe, Diddy's on trial, and the planet's somehow both on fire and underfunded. Subscribe now for more roasts every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekend. Because if the headlines are ridiculous, we're roasting them. Until next time, stay sharp, stay skeptical, and maybe don't invest your retirement in NFTs or TARPs.